Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft on the Block. This is the Krafters FTB server, and I am here today. I've been splitting my time a lot between this and Vanilla Minecraft and the tutorial series I'm doing on the FTB Craft, the old Tech It Craft guys. Well, they still have the Tech It Craft server, but and the tutorial series I'm doing over there on how to get started playing on a FTB server. So it's FTB tutorial as well as getting started on a server tutorial. So if you guys want to play with me, and a lot of you guys have been asking to play on this server, which is not open, but the FTB Craft server is. So you go to the easiest way to get the IP. You can grab it from the description in the series that I'm doing, or you can go to the Craft_TV, so Twitch TV Craft_TV, CRAFT_TV, and just type in IP into the chat window, and the bot will give you the IP address. You can hop on. It's free to play. It's an open server, and I've got some good tutorials on how to play. So anyway, I'm also splitting my time between texture packs. This is the John Smith, which I just absolutely am in love with. If I would almost just use this texture pack because of those fiber cables. I think they look wicked cool. So there's that, and it just has a really nice look. I mean, it's just really nice. I've been playing with putting an obsidian floor in here, and I can't even remember what the last video I recorded here was, but I do know what I'm going to record today. I've got a lot of stuff ready to start building what you can probably tell is a nuclear reactor, and that is mainly because I'm going to put these away for now. Oops. That is mainly because I am on a bad way with power. So I'm using a lot of tin, getting the cells. Tin is is at a premium anyway. I'm always getting lava, filling this stupid thing up. Rarely, I can't even see. That's interesting. I didn't realize that about this texture pack. It seems like you can't really see. But anyway, don't have a lot of power, frankly. And I've used up this one entirely. This one is almost at zero. I guess it's splitting power between them, so this one's storing up some, so which probably wasn't actually a good idea now that I think about it. But anyway, I've got all the parts built, and I want to walk you through. Sorry, I don't think my mic was in the right place. Hopefully that wasn't too quiet. Anyway, I've got all the parts built, and I want to walk you guys through how to build it, and then what I'm going to do. And then there's a lot of different stuff with reactor layouts and stuff, so it's just a mess. Before I did that, I wanted to get into a couple of things. Two comments. Alex18709 had sent me a comment that said that you can put hoppers on top of hoppers, which will just allow them to fall through the inventory continuously into the machine, which is a great idea. I totally didn't even think of that. But we could put a hopper on here and a hopper on there, and they would just fill all the different ones. So you could have at least two hoppers. I could probably... Well, I'd have a hard time. I think you can go into the side of a hopper, potentially. I don't know if that's true or not. But anyway, I've got things working pretty well, but if we wanted to, we could put it on top of a hopper. We could also use the obsidian pipes we've been thinking about. The other thing was from Minibot10. He was talking about taking a full stack of coal, basically how you turn that into a diamond, which I had totally forgotten about. And he's exactly right. I could take a full stack of coal, grind it into coal dust, take that, turn it into a coal ball, or you take it with flint, turn it into a coal ball, and then, or a coal chunk, and then you make coal balls or whatever, and then you put coal balls in the compressor and they make a diamond. So with a stack of, basically a stack of coal and a little bit of obsidian and flint and a lot of energy, you can get yourself a diamond. So it just almost seems like it's easier to go mine some, depending on how lucky you are with the mining. So anyway, so I'm using this texture pack today. I know that you guys are used to seeing Isabella in here. I might go back to it, but I really enjoy this one, and I just wanted to play with it a little bit. I've been playing with the Sphax texture pack over on the other server. I've been playing with this 64 Pure BD Craft, which is really nice too. I know a lot of you guys like it, and so I'm playing with it over there, but I'm having a really hard time getting used to the ores and stuff, just the general textures. But this one's really cool, so I'm going to play with this one today. Let's get started. So I put a bunch of stuff away because one of the things you'll notice about reactors, it takes a lot of energy space. None of this stuff stacks. The heat exchangers don't stack, the coolant cells don't stack, the advanced heat vent doesn't stack. Nothing stacks. The reactor chambers stack, and the uranium cells, or the uranium bar, actually, that's it. So I'm going to make the actual reactor. So I made a bunch of these reactor chambers, which is easy. You just have to use these dense copper with machine blocks. So that's 8 refined iron, and then 16, what is it, 32 total copper to make one of these. These are made through condensing copper in the compressor. Yeah, so you can't see anything. I didn't notice that, but that's kind of a pain. That's one thing I don't like about this texture pack. So anyway, put it in the compressor, and you get those, you get these dense copper. And then to make the actual reactor, we need some additional stuff. We need the advanced circuit, which isn't bad. We've made those in a generator. So we can make that. We're ready to make one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So 3 of the chambers, and a generator, and an advanced circuit. And that gives us a nuclear reactor. Now, if we were to put that down, let's see, can I do this without jacking up anything? I really hate to break my nuclear reactor, but I think I can put it down. There we go. So you see how it's only got 1, 2, 3 rows of the 6 boxes in the grid. Every time we add a chamber, we get another row of 6. And what we really want to be able to do, and I just realized that I messed something up. I'm going to have to make one more. I'm going to have to make one more reactor chamber, because I need to get 6. Well, I don't have to. We'll see. Basically, you have to put the uranium cells in, and then a mixture of coolant cells and heat vents and heat exchangers and blah, blah, blah to basically get the heat out of the cells and then into something that can actually draw it out and store it, and then something that can dissipate it from there into something that can hold it and then vent it, which is, you know, the combination of all this stuff. Now there's all kinds of vents. I mean, if you go look in here, we got let's see. Yeah, you got all the different heat vents, heat exchangers. I don't know, why isn't it showing any of the vents all of a sudden? Seems like, oh, it's just different texture packs. These are the heat vents. I didn't recognize them because a minute ago I was playing with this fax. But anyway, so these are the heat vents, and I got an advanced heat vent, but this is the other heat vents, and you can make all kinds of different ones. The overclocked heat vent pulls a lot of energy, but it will overheat really quickly, and so it's a real mess. So there's a website. If you go to the IC, the Industrial Craft 2 wiki, and go to the creating a reactor page, you can actually go. There's like an app that somebody wrote. It runs a Java applet, but you can run it standalone if you want. But it will allow you to plan it out so you can put all the things in the grid, and it'll tell you how much heat it'll produce and how much tick, or how many EU per tick. You can get really efficient ones, and I should have a more efficient one, frankly. The one that I'm going to be building right now is not going to be that efficient. It's going to produce about 40 EU per tick, but it's going to be a Mark 1, which means it will be totally safe. And it will produce 8 million EU over the course of the uranium cells, over the course of the 2. And I'm okay with that for now, because uranium's cheap, frankly, and the rest of this stuff is relatively cheap. And I'll make it more efficient as I have time to research it. I really wanted to kind of do it myself, research it, and figure out how to do it myself. So I may be doing that. We'll see. Anyway, let's get to it. So I do need to make one more of these reactor chambers, though, and I need to... So I'm going to need 32 copper, which I'm so low on copper. Let me go ahead and do that, I think, real quick. You'll see, I mean, I am really getting low on everything. I have basically no copper. I have 7 copper in my inventory. That will basically barely get me there. I'm going to go ahead and make those up. And then I guess you know what, let's do as well, before we do something stupid. Let's pick that up. There we go. We got our reactor back. Now let's go ahead and make, do I have some refined iron on me? Everything looks different now. Oh, don't have enough. I need one more. I seriously can't pick anything out since I haven't been playing with this. Let's do this. Get our machine block. And then we'll need those things. Where are we at on copper? Man, it's slow without the overclocker. I just don't want to use them because the overclockers are so expensive. Oh, crap. Oh, no, I just lost all that energy. That's why you don't want to have the drill out, or the wrench. Oh, and I barely got it back because I didn't have my lap pack on. That was really lucky, but I just lost a ton of energy. Let me get this fixed. I'll be right back. As I'm back, I actually had to jerry-rig this to pull the power out of that one into this one because I'd lost all that power. But we're going to have to do some serious mining when we're done because I'm basically completely out of copper and really low on tin. Okay, so we got the 6 reactor chambers. This is going to be interesting. So I haven't done this in a while. It used to be that you could cool with water surrounding it. And I'm not sure if that's still the case, but that's what we're going to go with. Oh, you know what we also need is quite a bit of cable, of fiber. Because, ooh, this is going to be interesting. I got to figure out how to do this. Because the reactor is going to put out... I don't want to come up through here. That's the output. I need to come... There needs to be an input. I'm not sure what to do about that yet. Where am I going to put this? Because I'm going to put the chamber, the reactor at the bottom of the world here. Maybe I'll come... Huh. Part of me thinks I'm going to take one of these and make it into an MFSU, and maybe I'll put that... Let's just go take a quick look. Quick look-see. Down here. I just love this texture pack. I don't know if I said that already. Yeah, look at the water. That's the other thing. It's just sweet. But down there is where I'm going to put the stinking thing. And then I'm going to run it up here somehow. That's going to take a lot of fiber cable. I wonder if that's entirely necessary. I mean, I used to just put my reactor... I used to build just a special little room for my reactor. I've always had it kind of underground, but I've never had it like at rock bottom level, bedrock level. I don't feel like it's entirely necessary, but I do want to kind of be, since I'm on a server, I don't want to mess other people up, and I don't want to make a big, giant, messy hole in this mountain. If I have a situation, which you can definitely have. But, I mean, if I'm at, basically to get it up here, let's see, I'm at Y103. Oof, that's going to be expensive. And this, if I go all the way down, is basically, yeah, I'm like 100 levels. So I would need like 100 of those fiber cables. I just can't do that. Oops. I'm not that rich because I get 8 per diamond. I basically need like 12 diamonds. I guess that's not that bad. I've already got 9 of them. Is that right? 8 times 10 would be 80, 89. And another 2, 16, 106. That would probably get me there. Does that sound right? 105, 115, yeah. Is it worth it? It doesn't feel like it's worth it. But the alternative is putting that nuclear reactor up here somewhere. I'm torn. Let me think about that for a minute. Alright guys, I think I decided what I'm going to do, because I don't want to have to go too far to like turn the thing off and on all the time. I haven't looked at these yet. These are really cool. Anyway, I don't want to have to go too far to turn the thing on and off all the time, so I think what I'm going to do is put it right here. It doesn't even have to be that tall, so I'll tell you what I usually do. I usually make this reinforced stone. I mean, usually meaning when I played last, the last 3 of these I've made. I use these, get 8 reinforced stone bricks, and I have a couple of these. Basically, you make a, so I don't know how many of these I would need, a fair amount, but I'm just going to start with regular bricks, and then I'll replace them. Ooh, iridium reinforced stone. Man, that stuff, that would like, we wouldn't care if it blew up or not. We would just run the thing, and it wouldn't even do anything. I think. Anyway, basically, this reinforced stone looks wicked cool, and it also reduces blast damage, which, frankly, we're just not going to blow up our reactor, so we're not going to worry too much about it, but it would be cool to have it there. And then the reinforced glass also looks very cool. You can have like one spot where you can see the thing and see when it's on or off or whatever. But I'm not going to go too overboard with that. I think what I'm going to do is just build a floor in here. Let's see. I need to be able to put the thing in and surround it totally by water. So maybe we'll make, I mean, it probably won't be the only thing on this level. Although again, it's dangerous. But I just don't want to have to run. I want it to be accessible. I don't want to have to run all the way all over the place all the time, and I don't want to have to run cable too far. So I think I'll put the generator, the thing and the MFSU here on the same level. I mean, I even kind of thought about like making it a centerpiece. Let's go look at that real quick. I mean, now I've gone like 180 degrees from what I originally started thinking, but I've thought about like putting it somewhere up here, like once we get the reinforced glass and reinforced stone and stuff, like if I put it in here, it would be kind of cool, or even like build it right in this corner. Like have the reactor sitting right here. It just doesn't seem practical, though. It doesn't seem like something that would be very cool. I mean, it would kind of be cool, but I don't know. I think what I'm going to do instead is put it down here. Ideally, it would be nice to have it like on this level. I could almost do that, except this thing needs its 15 blocks. I mean, this is the minimum for this peat bog to work, which, you know, it is what it is. We'll see how it works with the, I think I am going to replace all this with the obsidian. We'll see how it works, or how this thing works once I get the biogas engine going with the quarry, because I could do mulch and biogas. Why is this thing on? That's what's killing me. Turn that off. I can't believe that stupid thing has been on this whole time. Whoops. That sucks. That thing's been sucking me dry. Dang it. Oh well. Did it totally suck this thing dry? It might have. Yep. Well, it's time to get some nuclear reactor going. All right, I'm going to build a floor for it. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I think I got it figured out. I am going to put the reactor right there. And chest down here? I don't think I do. Put the reactor right there. And there'll be a chamber there, a chamber on the sides, a chamber in the front and back, and there'll be water around all sides. There will not be water on the bottom. I can't decide if I think that's bad. Probably is, but I think I'm going to go with it for now. I think it'll look better. And then I'll leave enough. Well, on the top there won't be either, because I'm going to have to go straight out the top. So that's okay. So I'm going to take that out. And that's interesting. Huh. And then I'm going to put one underneath, which is going to be a trick. Whoops. Good thing there's water down here. I've done that a few times. It's not the first. Let's see. There we go. Let's do this short term. Oop. I'm gonna run out of energy, aren't I? Oh, get me through. Dude, son of a. There we go. That's hilarious. Now, just for a minute, while we put the chamber on there, 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 and there. That is a full-fledged nuclear reactor. Now, click on any side of it, and you get the full grid. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 uranium cells. I don't know if I'm ready actually for this. I'm kind of scared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This doesn't seem right, actually. 1, 2, 3. It's almost like I got too many now. Huh. Because I won't be able to vent to the wall. Let's see what happens. The thinking is we're going to put those 2 there. We're going to put coolant cells directly next to those. We're going to put exchangers next to those. Maybe what I'll do is like this, and then vents to the wall. Let me verify something. All right, I think that's good. Is this thing actually... No, it's not running yet. I have to power it, I think. Which I'm not sure how I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to do it with redstone, but I'm not exactly sure. Huh. Anyway, so, yeah, here's what we're going to do. We are going to... We're going to go with this. This should, I believe, produce 40 EU per tick once it's running. So it'll start depleting these. These will pull the heat off into these. These will exchange them with the advanced heat vent, which will then vent them out into the world and the hull. I think this would be less efficient, but I can't remember. And it seems like the one I'm working with online only has 5 of these. It's almost like I have to have... It's almost like I can't actually have 6 of these. Let me check something. Yeah, no, you can. It just doesn't seem like it's necessary, and I'm not sure how this is going to work, because I think you just power directly to one of these, but anyway, okay. Yeah, we're going to have to do some redstone trickery, but let me play with this a minute. I'm going to need to get some more of these blocks, too. Let's use our shaped or our portable crafting table for a minute. Gotta move everything out of the little crafting area. That's the only annoying part. This grid over here is the crafting area. So you gotta clean it out and then use it. What? It's like I forget how to do this. Interesting. Okay. Well, I totally just jacked it up, but that's okay. Did I bring any glass? I didn't. Let me go get some glass. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got some glass. This is what I'm thinking. Something like that. And then up here we'll basically do... I gotta pour water in here, but we'll basically bring the cable right out the top of that. So like that. And then probably over and then up. And what I'll probably actually do is run it into an MFSU somewhere around here, like maybe a ceiling mounted type situation with an MFSU and what do I think about that? I think that's what I want to do still. I kind of feel like I might not even put anything up here. I might just leave it open. Very strange. I know I'm making strange sounds. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't really decided yet how to manage this, but I think it looks cool. And And then actually we need a way to get in. So I'll break this piece of glass once we have water in there. Let me go get some water. Alright, let's see if I can do this without making a fool of myself. So actually these aren't covered up yet. I just remember having a huge time with this when in the Taggarts, like the first Taggart season 2, I think it was, when I built that one in my down underneath the basement of my skyscraper, and that was a mess. So let's see. Put that there. Put that there. Just gonna let you guys watch me fail here. That there. That there. There, maybe? There. There. I don't have any infinite sources here, do I? I don't. One more quick run. One more quick run. Try not to use all the energy of this thing, but I'm not doing a very good job. Oof. Let's go ahead and get a bunch of these, or a few of them anyway. Good enough. Alright. And it looks really cool with the green water. This is like the texture pack for making a nuclear reactor, I think. Let's see which one I missed. This one up here. And then it's that. I wonder if I should get rid of these for a second. And then put one right on top. Doesn't quite do it, does it? Because it's still flowing water. Would that just be still? Or is that just how it looks? I think it's still... Hmm. Hmm. That didn't seem to do what I was expecting it to do. I thought that would even it out. Let's try again. Do I have any infinite sources in here? No. One more water bucket. What do I do with that thing? Where do I put it? Well, that's good enough for now. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I'm... Oh, crud. Maybe I've already got it, although it doesn't seem like it. I guess it's possible. Just not very likely. It's cool with it running down the glass like that. Yeah, that looks wicked cool. Alright. So now, I should be able to... Maybe if I just put this in, it'll stop that. No, that causes a worse issue. I suppose I can, like, put this... That's not bad. In fact, that's extremely cool. How is that even possible? Isn't that supposed to have, like, an open... Huh. Not going to complain. Okay. So now, This thing's not actually running, is it? It's not. Now I need to break this one, and that should allow me to get to it. Okay, so there's my access. And let's throw some torches. Torches, not potatoes, on this thing to give it a little light. Good enough. Okay. Now we just have to figure out the power situation. I'm thinking about trying to power that block right down there. And I'm trying to think of how I would like to do that. I think I just heard a pig man. I think we're close to the 30 minutes, so I need to pause so I don't go over too bad. I will be right back. Alright guys, quick check-in. I am actually getting power into my MFE from my reactor, and it's slowly, so you can see as soon as the lines turn green, you know it's on. And it's going up pretty quick. I mean, that's pretty legit. I mean, that's like throwing some lava in one of those generators. So I think that's all right. I think that will help us. Yeah, that's going to work really well. So that's pulling 20 per tick. That's not good. I thought it was supposed to be doing 40. But it looks like it is doing 20. I wonder why that is. Oh, no, maybe... I mean, it... Clearly, it's doing 20 EU per tick flat. But I'm not sure why that is. So let me just show you what I'm doing down here. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't figured out what I want to do. But, got a couple of things figured out. One, a lit torch there is good. And I think, if I remember, I haven't done regular redstone in so long. I thought if I had power to that block, it would turn it off. Let's go see if that's true. That won't really tell us anything. We gotta see. No, that is incorrect. At least that's not powering that block. What might do it, though, I think I just got things jacked up. If we were to go like that, would that power that block and then kill the block above it? That might possibly, theoretically, potentially do it. That would be a negatory. What am I doing wrong? I got a lot of redstone work to catch up on. This is just me getting that switch to power this block. It's weird. It's like... I know there's something I can't remember. Is it like that, maybe? Well, let's see. Powering that block. Would that turn that off? Yes, it looks like it did. No, it didn't. 20 Because ultimately what I got to do is figure out a way to get a signal into that block, which maybe means that block. Is that possible? I can't remember how you stack these freaking things. It's been so long. Am I losing all my dirt? Let's try this. I know you guys are yelling at the screen. I apologize for my ignorance. There we go. That does turn it off. Let's go make sure that actually does turn it off. It's going to be some nasty redstone, but I guess just going to have to deal with it. There we go. But we already got 102,000 in this thing. That is, I mean, dude, I'm telling you what. That is the way to go. And these cells are not even nearly depleted. I got tons of them, and these are going well. This is good. This is really good. I mean, once we really have a huge power need, it's not going to cut it. But, okay, so now I just got to figure out how to do this. How do I get a block right here powered? So I would guess then, if I'm doing this right, that the same thing would happen here, correct? Wait a minute, wrong one. Yeah, no, that would be true, because that's going to have it on. And that means that powering like that would work. Let's see. Yes. So, how are we going to do that? Because we want that on. I want this on to kill that. And we want it off to let it go. So let's see, this one is not on. Now it is. So now, how do I get that power down? Dang it. No. This block is powered? Is that true, or is that block powered? Oops. I think what's true is that the block over there is powered when I do that. That block. Which means potentially... just can't remember. Let me mess with this. I'll be right back. Alright, it took me a minute, but I think I got it. So this is probably not the most compact, but this switch will turn this on and off. So down is actually on, which sucks. I could probably flip that by doing what? By doing... How do you do that? Like maybe... like that? Yeah. Ooh. And again, luckily, I got myself a nice, nice little, no I didn't, did I? Thought I did. Where's my stairs? Oh, over there. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I believe up is on and down is off. So down is off. Yep. And up is on. Man, that thing's putting out the power. We're doing good. Up is on. And this is definitely a Mark 1. It's not going to overheat. There we go. So now, does replacing this block blow everything up? I think it does. I think this kills the redstone signal. Is that true? So it's still up, still on. Up is still on. And down is still off. Sweet. Excellent. And I wonder if we could have like a... some sort of a light. How do we do that? One of the... I don't know. Who cares? Up is on, down is off. Up is on. Up is on. Okay, excellent. So we got to be over our 30 minutes. That should be a good stopping place, though. We got some power. So, just the dinking around testing phase of this thing got us 180,000. And I think what I'm going to do right now is create a low voltage... well, I think what I'm actually going to do... I changed my mind. I'm going to turn that into an MFSU, which is going to require me to have these 3 Lapotron crystals, which each are 6 Lapotron crystals. So that's 6 diamonds, an advanced machine block, which means these 2 alloys. I just need the carbon plate. I may actually have all of this in a machine block, then an advanced circuit, no problem. Well, except that I have no copper. This is doable. Electronic circuits, yeah, a lot of copper involved. So I'm going to get one of these. They hold 1 million. And there's something else. There's like another one that holds even more, I think. But that holds 1,000,000, and that will allow me to store a lot more energy, because this is just flat going to be not going to be able to keep up. One thing I can definitely do is run this to where it, well, yeah, I could probably have this overflow into the other one, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I will, I'll probably, well, I might do that, try to figure that out, how to get this one to feed the other one for short term, because I think all I got to do is go low voltage transformer here, and then out into the system, which would connect right up through there. And then when I do that, I think both of those MFEs will power anything in the system. Let me see if I'm correct about that. Because that's this right here. So if I came up through there, connected in there with, yeah, that output comes up. Well, that output goes into a low voltage transformer out of there into the system, and then that should power everything in the system. And then both of those MFEs, and if I wanted, I believe I could load balance that MFE by bringing one of those into an input, like one of that string, one of this back in. Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to do a lot of organization here. And this thing right here, this is the low voltage input, or low voltage transformer, which is super easy to make. So, power problem solved, at least for now. And we got more coolant cells. I could make up some more of all of that junk and probably get us even more, definitely more energy. I'm kind of disappointed. Actually, let me check one thing. Yep, 20 EU is correct for that configuration. So I had another configuration where I was basically adding another row of those independent, and it just doubled it to 40, which is exactly what you would expect. So there's nothing fancy or special about that. It just doubles. If I add another row, not touching down here, basically the opposite row right here, well, along the edge or whatever, that will allow me 40 EU, which would be easy to do. I mean, it's just this configuration doubled, but there's actually a more efficient way if I can get another one of these piggybacking, because basically the deal is that this one will produce 10 itself, but then when you put them together, it quadruples the output because it doubles each of their outputs. I believe that's the case. But it also creates a lot more heat, which is what you have to deal with. So I think this thing's still going. I probably should just shut it off, because even though it's a Mark 1 and it's theoretically never going to overheat, I don't want to blow up the server. So yeah, so that's that. Very exciting. So we're way over 45 minutes. Sorry to have done it to you again. Tell your friends. Check me out on Twitter, MinecraftOTB, Facebook if you want, and check us out also over on the FTB Craft server. Check out that series if you guys want to get into FTB, and I'll also give you the tutorials of basics on getting started. And please give me some feedback on this thing if you know better ways to do it, if you know a good configuration. Again, I don't know how much power I'm going to need, so that'll do for now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tell your friends. Thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll talk to you guys next time.